What is going on, YouTube? It's Tyler from Mission VR, where it's my mission to bring you guys good quality VR content. So with the holidays right around the corner, there's going to be a huge influx of people that are grabbing on VR headsets. In particular, they're going to be grabbing the Quest 2 because it is the most affordable and probably the most user-friendly entry-level VR experience. So with that being said, you're going to be wanting to look for games to play and not necessarily have to drop, a ton of money right out of the gate. You're going to probably buy a couple games, but you're going to be looking for some free experiences as well. That's where this list comes in. We are going to be talking about the best free all-time Oculus Quest games, and this list will be divided into two sections. The first section being games that you can find on the Oculus Store right out of the gate, and then there'll be the second section, which is going to be games that require a third-party app called sidequest, which is going to allow you to sideload games on your Oculus Quest, which is pretty awesome, and I will explain how to do that in that section. But before we get into all that, guys, I've hit 2,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for all the support you guys are giving this channel. It's just been awesome to see the comments and all the stuff that's going on, and I'm really loving the community and the VR community as a whole, and thank you guys all so much for liking videos and subscribing to my channel. That being said, I have a reward for those of you that are liked and subscribed to my channel, and that is going to be a free giveaway of In-Depth Unchained, which is a roguelite, action RPG-esque kind of experience that kind of gives you definitely a Dark Souls-esque feeling, and this is for the Oculus Quest. This game is exclusive for the Quest, so if you are a PC VR person that doesn't have a Quest, don't sign up for the giveaway. But if you are a Quest user and you want a copy of In-Depth Unchained, head on over to my Discord, which is going to be linked in the description. Head to the top channel, which is going to be giveaways, and hit the emoji to be entered in the giveaway. And in 2 weeks, somebody who entered the giveaway is going to get a free copy of In-Depth Unchained, which is definitely an awesome experience and an amazing VR game for you to definitely own for free. Plus, free is always awesome. So without further ado, we are going to hop into the first section of this video, which is going to be talking about free games exclusively on the Oculus Store that don't require any third-party software or anything else to get running. Before we do that, make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel, and let's hop on into this video. Alright guys, and with the first pick on our Oculus exclusive list, we have a short experience, but definitely one that, is pretty worthwhile considering it's free, and that is going to be Mission ISS. In this game, really, all you're going to be doing is floating around and exploring the International Space Station. This has been recreated through collaboration between Oculus and NASA. So this is going to be kind of a one-to-one model of what it would actually be like to climb your way through and, float your way through zero gravity in the International Space Station, which is a pretty awesome experience. And if you're just feeling that spacey types vibes, it's definitely a relaxing experience, as there's not a lot really to do in it other than just journey around and see the different compartments and scientific things that are going on in the International Space Station. It's definitely one to check out because obviously it's free and you're never going to be dissatisfied with a free game. So with the next pick on our list here, we are going to be talking about a free roller coaster simulation game called Epic Roller Coasters. And this game is exactly what it sounds like. You are going to be going through multiple epic roller coaster tracks that obviously would only be possible inside of a VR universe, as the support struts and, the different environments don't exist in real life. So that's pretty awesome, and this game gives you a nice feel of being on a roller coaster, going through an epic journey, and there's also definitely some interactive elements to it, such as you're going to be able to shoot targets while you're on a roller coaster, and things are going to be, on the tracks, chasing the roller coaster. It's just an awesome experience, and for free, you're never going to be dissatisfied with it because you didn't pay any money for it. It's one to definitely, keep your eye on, and if you have family members that want to experience what a VR roller coaster ride would be, sit them down in a chair, strap the headset on, and let them go for one hell of a journey. So with this next pick, we're going to be talking about a VR social experience that is slightly different than other VR social experiences that you may have played, and that is called Half and Half. This game is a game where you step into a fantasy-esque world that is just absolutely beautiful and stunningly designed, where you're going to be playing as, more blobby-esque characters that are definitely have a cute look to them, and it's going to be just a game where you fly around in clouds. You're going to swim around under beautiful oceans, going through, space and little cities that are designed with interesting architecture. It's just honestly an awesome social experience. And one of the most unique things is that when you talk, your character actually just makes little cute translation noises. So there's really no vulgar profanity or people screaming at you to do certain things. And there's definitely some mini games involved in the half and half game itself. It's definitely worth checking out if you like VR social experiences or if you just want to experience what a beautiful universe has to offer. So with our next pick on this list, we have a game that undeniably has been heard about, through many of the gaming communities, and that is Echo VR. This game is a free sports, future sports kind of experience where you're going to be going through a zero gravity environment, passing a disc to each other, trying to score on the opposing team. It's quite a fun experience, and if you've never played any VR games or been competitive in VR, or this is your first time experiencing VR, this is an awesome title that is going to feel very, very surreal when you're playing it, and it'll definitely get you some replay value. And the best part is that it's absolutely free and kind of a social experience in itself, as you're going to be working with teammates to, complete and win the match. So it's absolutely a game that has a lot of accommodations to it, and rightfully so, because the movement system is meant so that you don't really feel motion sickness, and the game itself is just a ton of fun, and it's competitive. And if you've ever been into sports, you will definitely enjoy this game. I absolutely recommend checking one of these guys out. Okay, so with our final pick of this first section, I undeniably do think that this is probably the best Oculus Quest free game that you can get, and that is Rec Room. There's just so much to do in Rec Room. Yes, it's a VR social experience, but at the same time, you're going to be going through whatever you want. There's thousands and thousands of user-created levels for you to explore, whether it's a RPG boss experience or a shooter experience or, wizards or, anything else along the lines that Rec Room just has that to offer. And the best part is that it's absolutely free, and it's just a ton of fun. There's always people to play with because it's cross-platform with PlayStation VR and other PC. It's just overall just an amazing experience. And if you are looking for something that's going to offer plenty of replay value as well as a free experience to kind of get maybe your friends or family involved with VR, Rec Room is definitely one of the best and top options for you, as this game will provide endless amounts of content for the price tag of $0, which is always just such an amazing thing. Okay, so we've reached the back half of this video, which is going to count down the top best Oculus Quest free games that you can get outside of the Oculus Quest store through an app called sidequest VR. And how this is done is actually not that complicated, but I will post in the time card above you right now, as well as in the description, a video from Virtual Reality Oasis, who did an awesome guide on how to install side-loaded games on your Oculus Quest and Oculus Quest 2. So check that out if you need the basics on that, but stay here for the actual best games that you can get off that store and how it's done. So, number one, you will need a PC to do this. It does not have to be VR ready. It can be any level of PC. And you will also need a USB-C to USB-A cable, and you can find those on Amazon for less than $10 and definitely less than $15. So relatively inexpensive, and if you have a PC available to you and you want to play some little bit more advanced PC, or I should say Quest VR games, this is definitely the way to go. So without further ado, let's hop into the best free all-time Oculus Quest games that you can get from sidequest VR. Okay, so with our first pick on this list is a really unique game that is very similar to a game that was on Steam called Eye of the Temple, where you go through a puzzle-like temple experience where you actually have to move around in your play space, and the way that the play space is designed is that so you're constantly turning and you're never going to run into any walls. Well, T for God is a game that does the exact same concept, only instead now you're using guns and you're going through an AI dungeon to get this done. The infinite play space loop is just so addicting, and this game is quite honestly awesome because you actually feel like you're moving around in the world, and when you move around corners and make turns, you're actually moving in real life. So it's just one of those games you really have to try, and the procedural generation of it definitely keeps the replay value high, and you're going to be able to shoot people and go through this dungeon. It's just an awesome experience, and for the price tag of $0, how can you not recommend something like this? So with our next pick here, we have a game that is just an absolute blast to play, and that is Ninja Legends. Now you can find this on the sidequest store for free. It's just a demo version on the sidequest store, but it definitely gives you the feeling of what this game has to offer. So if you do feel like purchasing the full game, you will be able to do so without having to risk, not liking the game. Now, the demo version does have a lot to do in it, and it is a certainly amazing experience to show your friends and family, as they're not going to be doing much other than standing in one place and fighting off waves of enemies, and it just feels awesome to do. It feels really good to cut somebody in half, vertically, horizontally, and then dodge 3 other enemies and use Wolverine claws to slash people in half. It's just an awesome game that offers some good boss fights and, really shows you the experience that VR gaming is not just an arcadey-like thing, but something that can really be enjoyed and really, quite frankly, be used as a little bit of exercise, as you're going to be moving around quite a bit, swinging your arms as swords and, pulling back bows for bow and arrows in this game. It's a really enjoyable experience, and for the price tag of $0, the demo is absolutely worth checking out. So with this next pick, if you are a fan of Attack on Titan, you are going to be absolutely thrilled, as there is a Quest version of the game, and it's a little more polished than the VR PC version that I talked about in a couple videos. So this game is a little more polished, and it's just awesome, and being able to play it on the Oculus Quest just makes it even that much better. Plus, with the newer additions to this game, they've added multiplayer, so now you can go slay Titans with your friends in multiplayer, and it's just absolutely an amazing experience. The best part about this game is it's free, and it's exactly what you would expect from an Attack on Titan game. You're going to be grappling between trees, between buildings, up high, on a Titan's back, swinging around Titans, swinging your swords to try to attack that critical nape spot to give them the killing blow. This game is exactly what you would expect from an Attack on Titan VR game. Really, the main objective is to just slay Titans. There's boss fights in this game, and again, with the ability to play with friends, it just makes it all that much better, and you will definitely experience a high adrenaline, fun, action-packed VR experience when you play this game. I highly recommend throwing on an epic music mix and just going at it and just really feeling like you are the savior and defender of the Attack on Titan city. So with the next pick on this list, we have a game that undeniably will be one of your favorites as well as your friends and family, because there's not a vast control scheme that you're going to have to figure out in order to enjoy the game. You're going to be thrown into what honestly is inspired from Time Crisis, is going to be this game, Crisis VRigade. And really, you are going to be in one location fighting off waves of enemies with various amounts of guns, and you're going to continually move through the level. The game will move you. You do not have to move yourself, so it is not free roam, but it's an absolutely amazing and immersive experience, even though the graphics aren't necessarily realistic, but it's definitely a really fun game. And if you want to give this game, or your dad's begging to play some VR and he gets motion sickness like my father does, then this is one that he would absolutely love to play, because you're not going to have to move, and he's going to be feeling like a true badass moving through these missions and killing a bunch of people in order to save the day. So before we get to our number one pick here, I want to give out 2 honorable mentions, because these 2 games deserve to be on this list and are a lot of fun if you're looking for one of those type of experiences. And that is Axegend, which is more of a roguelike strategic virtual reality action game where you're going to be fighting off waves of monsters, and going through with various weapons, spells, upgrades, random itemized loot, and different bosses. And this is actually a demo on the sidequest store, and you can pick up the full game for a price, but this game, the demo offers enough going on that you can really show off and just experience kind of a fantasy-esque universe. And the second game that is honorable mention is going to be Hyper VR, which is an arena-based shooter that is all teleportation-based. So if you're worried about getting motion sick, don't worry about that. And the one unique thing about this game is the levels are built with these dash lane systems where you're gonna dash, onto a rail-like system, and it'll move you throughout the level. So as you're fighting people, a lot of people are going to be going on their rails, and you're going to be shooting each other with all kinds of different weapons. And it's just a really fun arena experience. And the best part is it's free. So those are 2 honorable mentions, and let's hop on into our number 1 pick. So with our number 1 pick, the best all-time Oculus Quest free game that you can get right now, undeniably, is Pavlov Shack. And this is Pavlov from the Steam VR and PC VR side of things, which is probably the most popular all-time VR game. And it's ported over to Quest through sidequest. And it has a ton of the features that the main game has, including zombies with custom maps, so you can play Call of Duty Zombies in VR from your Oculus Quest without needing a full VR-ready PC and a link cable. Like I said, you will need a PC, but you don't necessarily need a VR-ready PC to play Pavlov Shack and experience what zombies is like in VR. So yes, Pavlov has an amazing community going for it. It has a ton of game modes, a ton of different things to do within Pavlov. There's a ton of weapons, and it just really does nail that Counter-Strike-esque vibe. And you most likely will always have people to play with, as there's just a ton of people always playing Pavlov. So this is one to definitely download. And if you're considering on getting an Oculus Quest and you have a PC that can do this, this is a game that will absolutely be amazing and well worth it. And the best part is that on PC VR, you have to pay for Pavlov. On this, the way it's side-loaded right now, it is completely free, which is just absolutely awesome. So you can experience what Pavlov has to offer, which most of the game is in there, and you will be able to do that for absolutely free. So definitely check out Pavlov. Well guys, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please do like this video and subscribe to my channel for more VR content. I bring a ton of VR content, and that's all I'm focused on, is I'm just a super VR enthusiast. That being said, if you guys are interested in winning a copy of Unchained for free, head over to my Discord and join the giveaway. In 2 weeks, I will be announcing the winner of the Unchained free code, so you can enjoy that game. So please do like and subscribe to my video. If you guys know of a game that is free on either the sidequest app or on the Oculus store, please do let me know. Drop that in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one.